REED-BBS, Black Birch Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Oh, by the way, tonight on DAZN, I know we got Charlo and Brandon Adams. That's probably the highlight fight of the night, but the most hype fight of the night for sure. But probably the most competitive fight of the night will be on DAZN, featuring DEMETRIUS Andrade against MACIEJ Sulecki. It's gonna be on DAZN. It's like this: DEMETRIUS Andrade, he cannot afford a boo-boo performance against Sulecki. DEMETRIUS Boo-Boo Andrade cannot afford a shitty performance tonight. It's really that simple. It's that simple. And before we get deeper into that, if you would please subscribe, comment, give me your thoughts on this fight. This fight on its own as a standalone event, or how it compares to Charlo, Brandon Adams on Showtime. Which one will you be watching, assuming you're a DAZN subscriber who also has Showtime? Which one would you pick? Sharing is caring, and as always, love tap or bitch slap that like button for your boy. But yeah, man, Boo-Boo Andrade, he can't afford a shitty performance. The skills are there, they're obvious. 2008 Olympian, on a team with Deontay Wilder and Gary Russell Jr. and Saddam Ali and my dude, the Latin legend Luis Yanez. DEMETRIUS Boo-Boo Andrade, he was far and away considered the guy. Everyone on that team was like, yeah, Boo-Boo, he's going to be that dude, man. He's, of all of us, he's probably going to have the best career. They were saying this back then. 6'2", southpaw, good southpaw 1-2, good power on the left cross in the southpaw 1-2, 27-0, 17 KOs, 2-8 world champion. I've likened him to today's version of Mike McCallum. Back in the day, the infamous Big Four of Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, they all fought each other, more than once in some cases. Mike McCallum, all the while, was there, and he kind of got left in the dark. He was the high-risk, low-reward dude back then. Not that they were scared to fight him, but just the money wasn't there in fighting him. Tommy Hearns even sparred Mike McCallum. McCallum spent time at Kronk Gym in Detroit, which Tommy Hearns made famous. So they all knew McCallum could fight, but the finances weren't there, and the bigger fights for Duran and Leonard and Hagler and Hearns were against Duran and Leonard and Hagler and Hearns, which left Mike McCallum out the dark. Which brings me back to Boo-Boo Andrade. He's very much in that same predicament. He's now 31 years old, hasn't had one big fight, despite being a world champion at 54 and a current champion at 60. Just ain't worked out, man. High risk, low reward. So that's why I say Boo-Boo Andrade cannot afford a shitty performance. He has to shine. He has to look stellar. He has to demand that he be next in line for Canelo. And which brings me to his opponent, MACIEJ Sulecki. My man's 28-1, 11 KOs. Tough, gritty Polish dude. He gave Danny Jacobs all he could handle. It was a real good fight. But the thing is, Sulecki can be hurt. He's been dropped. So the onus is all up on Boo-Boo Andrade to be impressive here, man. And bear in mind, the WBO title, the WBO belt, is the only one at 160 that's keeping Saul Canelo Alvarez from being completely undisputed at 160. So bear in mind, you got a bargaining chip. You do have a bargaining chip, Boo-Boo. But what you gonna do with that bargaining chip? What you gonna do with it? You can't let this opportunity slip tonight, man. You have to shine, look spectacular in the process. And with that, hopefully, you can get the date in September. We know Canelo fighting somebody in September. Right now, it could be Callum Smith, Kovalev, Triple G. Make it to where he wants to unify against you in September, man. All right? Do you, Boo-Boo. Do you? REED-BBS, BBS. Black Birch Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.